Our movie begins with a bloke that's looking like my mate Josh, who's also lost his nose after a 3-year bender on Colombian powder.
Tight, yeah!
He's sentencing some four-eyed scientist for illegal experimentation. They should be sentencing that Voldemort-looking lady for emptying the bag, if you ask me, mate. The scientist argues that he's not creating anything, and with a nose that snorts verses instead of lines, I do believe the cobber has a point. Now his son shows up in a glass tube to jump to his defense, but the damage is already done, lads. He spouts some racial slurs like he's a streamer that's playing PUBG on a bridge.
What a fucking...
And the audience is in absolute shock. Yeah. Proper filthy language. Sayonara, mate, you're getting deported. He's placed in some industrial tube by an even bigger looking whale alien and starts spitting everywhere like he's just down 14 VB tallies and absolutely destroys the spaceship. But this little blue bastard isn't just done yet. After those 14 pints, he's onto Australia's favourite drinking game, driving. Just look at him swerving and living his best life. Big time legend behaviour. Like any game of drinking and driving, the police are there to ruin it. Can't a man catch a break? He pulls out an Uno reverse card, slams into some police cruisers, and treats himself to a nice vacation in Hawaii. Well deserved. Enjoy, mate. Alright lads, just like this blue alien menace, there is something else in this movie that is out of this world. Latinas! And not just one of them. There is frickin' 5 of them. My man's practically won the meat tray at a Bunnings raffle. He's landed in paradise. Now, I make a cheeky cameo in the movie too, but let's be real, we're not here for me. Back to the Latinas, the spicy senoritas we'd all risk it for. Ah, yes, mate, exactly how we like it. We keep following this little girl that's late to her dance. Wonder what she'll be up to later. They throw some traditional dance moves, absolute class. What was this ginger-looking kid doing that messes it all up? Go home, you little redhead. Let the Latinas shake those hips. Turns out the Latinas know what's up, and they start giving the ginger a proper flogging. Oh man, get your popcorn. This is going to be a proper ripper. Sadly, this hefty fella is here to break up the biff and calls the sister of the little girl. And let me tell you, the sister is a bloody stunner. Oi, mate, hand over a number, would you? Oh, what a beauty. But by the time she shows up, little sis has already done a runner. Now big sis is running all over the joint trying to find her and then, hold up, what's this? She's getting ready for some stepbrother I'm stuck action. Don't mind if I do. I thought this was a kid's movie, but now I'm just waiting for me old mate Johnny the plumber to show up. Really begging for it now. Now there's a car pulling up, so go get your Kleenex and lotion ready because it's about to get rowdy. But wait, hold your horses. It's not Johnny. Nah, mate. It's some bloke straight off black.com. Crikey, this movie's got more twists than a bogan at a U-turn. Here we go. What? There's even more acting before we get to the scenes? Well, I'm all here for it. He asks to be invited in, and she nearly legs it. They're really riling us up here, lads. She's inviting him in the back door. Big sister does not want to be able to walk anymore tomorrow. What a champ.
Oh, Mr. Landlord, I can't afford rent this month. Can we settle it another way?
But before she can even finish seducing the landlord, her cooking skills are put to the test without much success. Bad luck for us, lads. Her little sister shows up and cockblocks our entire scene.
No!
Talk about a buzzkill. The bloke hands his number to Lil Sis before leaving and tells her to call when she's home alone. Oi, mate, what are you doing? She's bloody underage. Chris Hansen's gonna be waiting for you with a cuppa and some bickies. Big Sis knows this bloke's dodgy as hell and starts chasing after Lil Sis, who legs it to a special hiding spot. And guess where that is? Yep, the same spot Big Sis likes it. Stuck in the bloody dryer. The next show they're starring in will be called Family Therapy, airing in about 10 years. Oh, man, looks like they could use some real family therapy first, because they're getting into some rowdy screaming competition. Luckily, they're reconciling already. Some real sister love. Meanwhile, our blue little furry friend has just landed on Earth. Just look at him sniffing around. You just know he's on the hunt for Latinas.
Where's the Latinas? Where's the Latinas?
But before you know it, he's run over by some trucks. Oh, poor fella. But luck be a lady tonight, he wakes up in a kennel. And wouldn't you know it, he's found the Latinas. Finders keepers, lads. Our boy's hit the jackpot, lads. He's not going home with just one Latina. Nah, he's doubled down. He's clinging on like me mate Dave after scoring a Sheila at the pub only one sniff in. And crikey, just cop a look at that badonkadonk on the big sister. That's the kind of view that makes a bloke rethink his life choices. He shoots, he scores. But there's also someone that shoots but doesn't score, as his dad has just shown up. And let me tell you, Dad's not just here for father-son bonding. Nah, this bloke's sniffing around for a slice of that Latina pie too. But before he can make a move, our blue boy gets whisked away by little sis, who introduces him to even more Latinas. First impressions are everything, right? So naturally, he steals their bike and takes little sis on a scenic tour of Hawaii. What a romantic little gremlin. Fast forward to date number 2, and he's already having lunch with the whole family. Look at him, playing the perfect son-in-law. keeping everyone happy like an Aussie hosting a barbecue. Absolute class. But he's not just charming, he's scrappy too. Anyone tries to nick his girl, and bam! Right in the face. Our boy is moving bases quickly. I mean, he's a dog now after all. 1 human year is 7 dog years, which means Lil Sis is something the boys have put in the barely legal category. But just as Big Dog's about to level up, who shows up to ruin the fun? He's bloody dead again. This movie's a non-stop parade of cock blocks. Anyway, our boy gets dragged home but still manages to score a spot in the bedroom. Not bad for a night's work, but hang on, no sleep just yet. It's snack time. Midnight munchies for the win. Then come morning, there's a knock at the door. Guess who? Yep, it's the bloody landlord back for round 2, hoping Big Sis is flying solo this time. He starts with the classic opener.
Heard you lost your job.
Classic landlord banter. But before he can shoot his shot, oh! Right in the face! Our blue boy's gatekeeping the Latinas like his life depends on it. And it works! The landlord scarpers, leaving our boy to celebrate with some Hawaiian Latina dance moves. But wait, he's not done. Nah, he's gone full mad lad, turning into a full-blown gilf hunter. Look at the age gap between him and old granny. What a bloody legend. But 3's not enough for our boy. Oh no, he's bringing out the big guns. Grabs a guitar and belt and some sick tunes. A 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Latinas instantly swooning over him. What a move. But then in true Aussie bloke fashion, he mucks it up. He starts smashing their cameras and picking fights with their boyfriends. Mate, that's not how you flirt. Even the Latinas have had enough. They storm off, leaving our blue boy with a serious case of blue balls. Ain't that right, lads? Even he feels bad about it. Look at that expression of sadness and insecurity on his face. I'd feel bad too if I'd just fumbled some wicked party with multiple Latinas. But there's nothing better than surfing to solve that sadness. Look at our boy go, clinging on to Big Sis like a koala in a gum tree. Absolute mad lad, you can't hate him. Oh no, his dad is there to mess everything up again. A cock block from the top rope. That's some terrible fathering right there. His son almost drowned. Then just when you think it can't get any wilder, in comes the landlord. He's got news for Big Sis, rent's overdue, and he's taken Little Sis's collateral.
What the hell are you talking about?
What kind of joint is this? Hawaiian laws must be bloody wild, mates. Before we even get a chance to feel bad for him, our blue homewrecker legs it. He nicks a book, climbs out the window, and heads off on another adventure to chase down more Latinas. This bloke's got tunnel vision, but how far will he get this time before Daddy Dearest swoops in to ruin his fun? Talking about Daddy, there he is again, just when they're getting a phone call from Colombian powder-addicted Voldemort again. She's probably giving them a call to check if they found Escobar yet to supply some more of that sweet sugar. Oh, and Daddy wakes up when he hears about Colombian powder being mentioned. Time to snort some more verses, just not before holding up his son at gunpoint. Real Father of the Year behavior, eh? But Big Dog's not having it. Nah, he knows Daddy's just here to cockblock him from the Latinas again, so he legs it back to the two sisters. It's turned into a bloody game of hide and seek. Hide from Daddy and seek the Latinas. Honestly, I'd join in if I could. Meanwhile, Little Sis decides to up the stakes and give the landlord a booty call. And the house? Oh, mate, it's absolutely getting trashed. Ooh! They've blown their load way too early. Talk about 3 pump chumps. The whole place is gone. Honestly, maybe Daddy was onto something with all that cock blocking. That would have ended the Latinas. Now the landlord's had enough. His rental property's in ruins, so he's taking Lil Sis's collateral. But Lil Sis isn't having any of that nonsense. She opens the car door and bolts into the woods like she's running from the cops after sneaking booze into a footy game. And what's this? Frickin' more aliens. Big Daddy's here now, capturing the Latina and Big Dog. Mate, what the bloody hell is going on in Hawaii? I thought Australia was dangerous, but this place is a cross between Area 51 and Jurassic Park. Even Big Sis is stunned. Her new dog and Lil Sis are being whisked away by some even bigger daddy, but our blue legend manages to escape, leaving his treasured Latina behind. See you later, sis. Nice knowing ya. Now Small Daddy is also back, capturing our blue boy and giving Voldemort a ring that the spice melange has been secured. Big Sis is fuming. Her sister's been taken into space. Small Daddy tries to explain that they'll come back for more Latinas, but Big Sis isn't having it. Luckily, Big Dog has some wise words of wisdom telling him that he'll get that Latina back to Earth. And just like that, Small Daddy is also in on the plan, knowing what's at stake. Talking about what's at stake, Lil Sis is probably having the weirdest existential crisis. First she discovers aliens, now she's been captured by the biggest pimp of the whole universe to see Voldemort. Absolutely wild. But Small Daddy is there to put a stop to it. The two engage in a spaceship dogfight, pull some sweet stunts, and what? Our boy just makes a jump for it. Flip 1, flippy 2, dolphin dive, right onto the windscreen. That's a 10 out of 10 from the jury. Big Daddy Pimp is having none of it, and he hits him with the afterburner. Ooh, oh, that's gonna sting. See you later, mate. He makes a crash landing back into Latina paradise.
Hey, small pimp daddy, what do we do now?
Big Pimp Daddy swoops in for the kill and miss! It's like my mate Dan at the pub. Great build-up, but no finish.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Now our big dog is about to be run over by a truck, but wait, he clings onto it. He's driving the freaking thing into a volcano. He's using it to catapult himself onto Big Daddy Pimp through the windshield. He hits him with John Cena's attitude adjustment and throws him off the ship onto Small Pimp Daddy. Now, it's time to save his girl again.
Nobody takes my Latina.
He even goes as far as saving Big Pimp Daddy. Big Dog isn't just man's best friend, he's everyone's best friend. Now it's time to live happily ever after. But wait! Voldemort is here! Oh man, she's brought some T-Rexes with guns with her. Can Hawaii get any crazier? Voldemort comes in to take away our little sis's dog, so our boy says one final goodbye and heads off into the spaceship until...
Hey, Voldemort, that's my dog. I got all the papers for it, see?
All right, you and your landlord take your dog. You're free, Blue Boy. Enjoy these Latinas.
And just like that, Voldemort and Big Pimp Daddy bugger off, leaving Small Pimp Daddy behind. Our boys living the dream. 2 Latinas, a cozy home in Hawaii, and some CIA landlord brother. What an absolute legend. The story's come full circle, and our boy's back to dancing with the Latinas. Absolute ripper of a movie.